Hey guys, I'm back again for another review. Today I'm going to review another old childhood movie I used to watch. I just saw it last weekend. It's called Journey to the Center of the Earth. Uh, it is based on the novel of the same name. Um, yeah, so it starts. It's basically this movie is basically about during an expedition to Iceland, which is Professor Trevor Anderson, played by Brandon Fraser himself, who you know from The Mummy, and his nephew Sean, played by Josh Hutcherson, who you know from Bridge to Terabithia. I've seen Bridge to Terabithia. That's a very sad, touching movie. And their guide Hannah, played by Anita Breen, get trapped in a cavern as they follow their only escape route deeper and deeper below the Earth's surface. They pass through strange places and encounter incredible creatures, including dinosaurs, but as like the volcanic activity around them increases, they realize they must find their way out soon. Um, yeah, I used to watch this a long time ago when I was a kid. I think again that is another movie, just like Eagle Eye. My father rented this for me too, and I had the whole family watching it with us. As I was rewatching Journey to the Center of the Earth, it's basically nostalgic shit for me, kind of. Yeah, it definitely was because this is a movie I haven't seen in a long time, since like 2009, I think, or late '08. Uh, I'm I'm not really a fan of Brandon Fraser that much. I mean, I do like the Mummy duology. I think that's his best film so far. Josh Hutcherson, again, I actually enjoy mostly his early movies. When he was a kid. I'm not into most of what he was after he was a kid. Like for example, the Hunger Games. I think every single Hunger Game movie is exactly the same. I tried to watch one. I think around 2014, 15. I actually couldn't enjoy it. I prefer his earlier films like this one. Um, the whole idea that Jules Verne's books are actually journals from real adventures is such a fun concept. I still genuinely believe that this could have been like the start of a really great adventure franchise. The special effects are pretty rough now, and directing is honestly not great either. But there's something super comforting about this movie. Like it's goofy, earnest, full of the late 2000s adventure and energy that just makes it an easy, cozy watch. As good as the 1959 classic is, I can see like 100% of it being improved upon in a remake with the right direction behind it. It's not one of those films that truly a remake is not warranted. However, this isn't it. It takes the scientific wonder and trades it for more along the lines of Indiana Jones, Uncharted type thrills instead. In effect, dualing the quality of the material significantly. It has a popcorn family movie feel to it. The soundtrack is great, and I actually like it better than the '59 one. Well, technically, even if I haven't seen the '59, because I don't know, that's just me. I'm too young to get into '50s cinema. I'm too. It's just not my thing. I was, I'm from the 2K days, so that's the reason why I don't watch that many. I do like classic films too. Like I like classic films from the 20th century, but the '50s is just way too old for me. It's used quite well, and it's one thing I can say that it is better here. It cuts down on the runtime by over 40 minutes from the other, and it does move fast throughout, but it sacrifices substance and wonder for amusement park thrills instead. And editing is solid though; it does flow quite well. Cinematography and acting isn't bad either. The major strike through though is the horrifically bad CGI special effects. I mean, my god, every time they come up with, they are so laughably horrific, and the 3D also just makes it worse. That it completely takes you out of the experience completely. While the original effects are dated, it looks worlds, and I mean worlds better than this. I mean, the dinosaur scenes are just. I can't believe I'm saying it, but the lizards with spine fans glued on looked way better. Granted, lots of the scenes in either version are very hard to do, particularly in any sort of, which gives me like a lot of respect for the 59 version and what they did. Fraser isn't bad in this movie. Reminds me of this performance in The Mummy. He's got a decent chemistry with Hutcherson. The love interest is so forgettable though, and no duck here. As simple as the characters in the original were, they were better. Fraser here feels more unintentionally goofy than Mason, who nailed the balance off smart but also childlike wonder much better. If someone hadn't seen the 59 one, I say they think this is entertaining. I can see a kid liking this also, but I think for most people, I say watch the 59 one if you want a better family movie adventure. If you want. Um, and there are much better popcorn movies out there. Not so. Yeah, this is the reason why I haven't seen this movie in a long time because it's forgettable to me. Like I mean, it's been like 17 years since I've seen this. That's the reason why it's been forgettable. You know, as a kid, I remember not enjoying so much of this film. I thought it was kind of boring. It was at least watchable and entertaining. As a teenager, watching the trailer made me realize why I was never really fond. The script is bad. The CGI, well, maybe was good back then, doesn't hold up at all. Like, Jurassic Park did a way better job using not just CGI but robotic puppetry overall. But pretty bad. But maybe you'll keep your child entertained, I guess. You know, the CGI in this movie was fucking hideous. Maybe watchable for 2000, even for 2008. The special effects are like of Journey to the Center of the Earth are like quite bad. They're more reminiscent of early 2000s video game graphics. The whole initial sequence looks awful. Immediately, the effects aren't actually as bad as that opening suggests, but it still looks unbefitting of a flick with a reported $60 million budget. What saves this film is that the adventure plot itself is solid and the cast do admirable jobs. Brandon Fraser, Josh Hutcherson, and are a trio that made it work for me, but not really. No, just mostly Brandon Fraser works for me. I haven't got much to say about this one. It is visually woeful, but as a picture overall, it didn't drag or anything for me personally. So I narrowly view it positively. Now, to see what the sequel had to offer, which is not going to happen, this movie is meh, but very bland. Nothing memorable here, sorry. This is my review for Journey to Say Earth. This movie was completely forgettable. There's no reason, there's no wonder I haven't seen this movie in 17 years. Anyways, peace out.